Today is March 23rd, 2016. Got a trade. You know, it's kind of an oh shit or shit happens type trade. Now, I think I'd like to think that I managed it pretty well. Okay, it's LEU. This is a shitty nuclear whatever company that pops and fades all the time. Pretty much every pop fades, and I felt like it was a pretty solid short after kind of the hype had faded, and so I got short this morning at this kind of breakdown at 305, and then my thought was, a I was basically operating under the thought of a 3-to-1 risk to reward, which is the kind of the standard. So I'm thinking I'm willing to risk 15 cents on the upside to make 45 to the downside. So I'm short at 305. I'm willing to risk to 320 with the hope that it could go to 350. Is that reasonable? I mean, I think so. Or 250, I'm sorry. So, I mean, could this thing crack to 250 today? Sure. So I felt like I'm risking 15 cents to make 45 to 50 cents. That's an okay setup. It's a perennial pop and fade. So I'm short at 305 and just letting it ride all day. And I mean, I wish I guess I told my wife I was leaving. I could have her as a witness because I wish I had like a witness to prove this. It's like 2 o'clock in this, or 1:30 or whatever this is, and it's sitting on the lows of the day. And I had to take a package to the UPS store to drop off for shipping. So I'm like, okay, it's 2 o'clock. I'll drop this package off. It's gonna take me 20 minutes, half hour. This thing's sitting on the lows of the day. I could come back and it could crack and it could be at my 250 target. SPY was basically sitting at the lows. I mean, the market's pretty shaky today. It's pretty solid risk. And of course, I get to drop that package off and I'm driving away and I get a text alert that this thing's at 320 and I'm at my stop. And I'm like, oh shit. So, I mean, I'm 5 minutes from home. I'm like, I'll just get back. I'll figure out what's going on. I get back and it's in this 330s. So, but pulling a little bit. So I'm like, okay, I'll reset my stop to the high of the day, but it's this insider buy is the issue. And the nice thing is with stocks to trade, I mean, it's right here. A change in ownership, form 4, blah blah blah, right there. I can bring it up. I can see it. It's there in stocks to trade, so that's cool. But didn't help me because the stock had already spiked. So I think I was somewhat wise in hoping it would fade, even though the insider sell is going to hold it up. But again, the market's getting shitty. So I let it pull back, and then I covered at 330 after it did not pull back, and it's not going to. I just was, this was a pure hope. I'd escaped this high of the day break. I was hoping it could come back and maybe maybe work out still. But so I feel like I managed it well considering this insider buy was completely out of the blue. I wasn't at the computer. I couldn't cover into this crazy spike. So I basically lost 25 cents instead of 50 cents or 15 cents. So is that terrible? Considering the circumstances, no. I'm happy to lose 25 cents versus, I mean, as I started this video, it's making new highs. It could go to $4 today. Who knows? So, I guess the lesson in this is stick to your stops, and don't once you get stuck in a situation like this, just get out. As soon as this fade did not work, it was 319. I'm like thinking, okay, maybe this thing can go back red. It perked back up. I got out. I couldn't do anything about this spike because I was away from my computer, but I didn't let it squeeze me any more than that, and I was only 10 cents beyond my original risk. So it is what it is. Um, who knows what this insider buy will do? 2 weeks from now, a month from now, LEU will be back at $2. I think considering I didn't have the information on the insider buy, I traded it well, and I stopped out. It's making new highs. I'm not a bag holder, so it is what it is.